You are listening to the Old School Movement podcast with Daz, Chris and Steve. You understand?
Old School Movements, yes, we're back with me, Chris and Stax. Yeah, man.
That's a new one.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't expecting that.
New opening sequence.
A new opening sequence. Yes, Old School again with me, Daz, Chris and Stax. Daz, I like the name Daz. Did you lot have nicknames when you lot were little in the 80s, other than the names you got?
I didn't.
Kind of. I was always called like Huey from Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's quite good. Like
Or Huey Lewis, Huey Lewis, the three little DuckTales things.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, but that was that it was always something like that, something to do with Lewis. It was always
Okay.
Lee.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
Nah. I never really have no nicknames.
No, man, nicknames are good. Nicknames, like, with being Darren, you got Daz, you got Dow.
Dazzler.
You know?
Dow.
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 Right, Dow.
Dude,
Go. Watch your Dow.
it's like English do that with names. They try and shorten it to the least possible sort of syllable they can say it in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Until it's just the sound.
Just
Like,
just the noise.
Dow.
Daz. Yeah, man. 80s, man. So yeah, this episode, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed our robots part 1 and 2. We ain't finished with the robots.
Finish with that.
We'll come back to the robots soon. Yeah,
We
mate.
have a little change.
Yeah, a little change. Change. That's a good
Whoever
lead up
change,
to
yeah.
change. Because you would change into these. You'd get up and change into yours.
You'd have to get
change
changed
the style
then.
of. You get changed into, get changed out of. And you get change in your pocket and buy more and change your look. And that's with clothes. That's clothes, man. 80s garms, man. Old school
80s
garments.
fashion.
Old school
80s fashion.
stonewashed
80s
dungarees fashion.
Yeah.
80s was a good
the
decade
garms.
for fashion, man.
A lot of people would say it wasn't.
Yeah.
I think people
I
look
say
back
it
at it and
wasn't.
think it was bad, but I think it was good. It was when sportswear hit the street. It was when dance wear became a bit more like people would wear it in the summer. I don't know. It seemed to change from the flares and the big collars and that style when you're going out partying. The 90s opened it up a bit and it became a bit different. Bit more space age styling as well. The 80s.
Yeah.
I think the 80s is like a transitional period.
The transitional. That's why I think it was a good.
Whereby
decade
almost
for...
anything is going and it is a mishmash of all sorts of things.
Yeah. I think people say the 80s is bad, but it's adults saying it was bad because they had the shoulder pads.
Exactly. Looking back, it looks bad.
Yeah. Everyone looked like they're in V. This mad shoulder pads and
Dynasty
out
and Dallas
hairstyles
style,
and Dynasty look,
the big perms and the mullets.
But as kids, we had some styles. As you were saying, Chris, the tracksuits became a fashion item, and trainers became fashion items, and as you're saying, Stacks, the dungarees and jeans. Jeans have been around since
the Cowboys.
Yeah, jeans have just been the survivor of garments. They win an Oscar every year, man, for garments. They're a winner every year. No one has beaten them. There's never been a year that no one wears jeans. Since the birth of jeans have never gone out of fashion. Like, he's wearing jeans. Who's ever got you for wearing jeans?
He's wearing workwear outside.
Jeans never die, man.
But us lot, man. Let's take it back though to like when your mum or your parents addressed you. Like, where were you shopping back in them days, man? Where were you going on the high street back in them? To get dressed
and British Home Stores and them
Woolworths, man.
Woolworths was the shop for everything.
Because Woolworths had sweets, toys,
pick and mix, the toys,
plants, cards. Rubber bands, plasticine, pens, pencils, notepad, toaster, and garms. Come on, man.
You get your slippers to your t-shirt to whatever, your school clothes.
I remember one time they were selling like Amstrad double tape deck hi-fi. Everything.
That Stack Systems.
Stack Systems, mate.
They sold everything.
Woolworths.
They sold everything
under one roof, and it was so small. The place. There wasn't two
just,
floors.
Everything was just crammed in.
One floor.
Yeah. Woolworths, mate.
It was like the size of a normal 80s supermarket back in the 80s. You didn't have them big out of town ones. You just had normal size shops, maybe two or three shops knocked into one, but one level, and that would be it. It'd be like a superstore, but it weren't super compared to nowadays.
It weren't super, but being small, it looked large.
It looked big, it looked large.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2 aisles of toys looked good.
But when it was time to get garms, it was like as long as I had knitting needles, sewing stuff, and that. But your parents will show you garms. You just, as long as it had like a cartoon character.
Yeah,
on it,
I was gonna say the cartoon ones. Yeah.
Does it fit you? Put it on you. You know,
Tom and Jerry
length and that. Okay, yeah. Tom and Jerry ones, like with always that out plastic press on the garms. You know, the polystyrene trousers with the plastic press that would come out with a cartoon character in it. I used to love that, man.
I used to love those.
Love them garms for Woolworths. And those t-shirts, they used to have t-shirts. I had to have this Batman t-shirt, and it was like red arms, red back, but the front was like Batman and Robin with the Batman sign. They had that in all different like superheroes.
All the ones.
Same polyester. Material. Mate.
So I weren't allowed then. This is what I was going to say. Because I used to love going in there. Like you'd walk past the racks and you'd see the Batman one, the Superman one. They would look wicked. But my mum would always say, like, if I stood close to a fire, they'd melt and I'd get burnt. So she wouldn't buy me them because they were like plastic, weren't they? They were literally like plastic t-shirts.
They were.
I loved them, but I wanted one. But it was one of them ones that you can have a normal cotton one, and it weren't as good. It weren't as good as that one. I'm like, no, I want that one though.
Yeah,
that one. Fire risk, health and safety.
Yeah, they were fire risk. And they were kids' clothes.
They were kids' clothes.
Crazy.
They were like, you could get pajamas made in that material and everything, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Had to get the Paisley pajamas.
Paisley.
The flannel ones, the flannelette ones, Christmas specials.
Mate, that's what I was saying. But in Woolworths, you could get pajamas, tracksuit,
everything, whole
evening
kit.
wear, every
little pair of trainers that look like Jordan,
moccasin slippers,
school wear,
everything.
Mate.
Oh, the slippers with the little Spider-Man on them.
Yeah.
With the little superhero on the top.
Yes.
Like the vinyl, like what was on the jumper, like the vinyl, sort of puffed vinyl, like the puff stickers. Yeah. They were wicked. Yeah. They were wicked.
Yes, the
you
puff
all wanted
stickers,
that,
mate.
You all wanted that when you were little.
No, those were the ones, man.
Mate, Woolworths was the place for your guy.
So Woolworths was like a shop that your parents took you to, but then when they asked you, like, what shop do you want to go to then? For me, it was the other side of town. There was a C&A. So if I needed a jacket or something, or something a bit more, I want to have a look around myself at the racks, we go down to C&A.
C&A, mate. Like, as you said, C&A wasn't in the area.
No, you had to travel out.
Adventure to get there.
Yeah.
You had to get on the bus, the jump off bus, and get to C&A, and it was just, and that was lots of garms.
Yeah.
That was different floors and escalators. Let me just go upstairs so I can just use the escalator.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how exclusive. Remember how exclusive escalators were?
Yeah, that's true.
They were, man.
The idea of going on the escalator. Because where else? We didn't have shopping malls all over the place.
That was a ride. That was like a ride in the 80s.
Yeah.
And if a shop did have an upstairs, it had stairs.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember like Marks and Spencer's having stairs. You just go to the back of the shop and you walk up the stairs to the next floor.
No lift, no, it's just stairs.
No lift. No escalator.
You were lucky if it had an escalator. But yeah, the old C&A's, the old department stores, they had them little escalators, man. That was like a ride back in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was like a ride.
And it's true. And when you got to the top,
you're coming down
where
again.
You were, you go back down again.
And you go back up again. And then you think, hold on, I want to go down the up one and come up the down one. You can have a little play about with them. Like the escalators, man, standard.
It's true, It's true. Especially if you've got an action figure in your hand and you along the bit
along the moving belt.
Down it. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Escalators.
Escalators in C&A. On the way to check out your ski jacket, you get sidetracked by the escalators.
That was the place for your cardigans,
was the warm weather wear.
Jackets, as you say. Yeah.
Warm
You
weather
went there
wear.
for winter garms, didn't you? You went there for your capri ski jacket.
That's it. The
And
Capri
your-
ski jacket.
Yeah.
With the half zip.
Yeah, with the half zip and your dungarees and your cardigans and your nice woolly jumpers.
See, and that reminds me, you remember them jumpers that used to have, they had like a V-neck, but it was a big roll thing. And it rolled like,
Yeah.
do you remember that?
Yes,
In the
yes,
80s.
yes, I remember them.
Yeah.
I don't see them much now. And I don't know what that style was called, but it had like
Yeah.
a V-neck, but a roll neck V-neck. Like,
Oh yeah.
and it was quite a long down one, like it was quite a low cut V-neck, but it rolled.
Yeah, and sometimes you get a little like a little wooden cog at the end.
Yeah, they wooden cog on it. Like a duffel coat cog thing, whatever it is.
Yes, I remember that, man.
That reminds me of CNA. I think I had a couple of them
Yeah.
from CNA.
Yeah,
in
they
the
was
days.
king for those tops.
It was the
You
king
had
for
to wear a
those
t-shirt
tops.
underneath, so
Yeah.
you can see a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
They
wear
were the
polo
king to
neck.
have that- Yeah, they had one. I remember. I think I had one that was like brown, then it went into beige.
That's
Like
it. They were
started
always
off brown, it went
they were
down
always
into
like a
beige.
two-tone. They were always like a
Right.
two-tone knitted.
There was a lot of that.
There's a lot of that warm weather
Remember,
wear.
like,
What
the
are they
patches?
called?
You used to get the patches on your jumper.
Patches of the jumper.
The patches
yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
I remember
On
having
the
a green, like,
elbows.
army
And
khaki
then the
one with,
army
like,
style came in. You had the patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Just on your shoulders.
on your
But yeah, I
shoulders.
never know what that neckline's called. Like
don't know
turtleneck,
what they're
polo neck.
called.
I don't know what that one is, man. But
They're like cardi jumpers.
yeah,
They're
they're
like
not, yeah.
cardigan up top, but then it's
And
jumper.
then it's jumper. Yeah. Good jumper, whatever. Yeah, that is them, man. That is them. They're half cardi.
Cardi jumps. What are they called,
Wicked
guys? Cardi jumps. What are they? What are they?
Cardi
jumps.
They were big in the 80s, man.
But you don't
gotta
see
remember
them
them
much.
guys.
You don't see them
You
much
don't
no
see
more.
them.
well, maybe for good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't never coming back.
But that's like in the 80s, you know, wearing a polo neck was kind of cool. And if you wore it underneath something, like underneath
Yes.
Yeah,
another jumper or underneath
Yeah,
a t-shirt or something,
yeah,
innit? Or
yeah.
even underneath a waistcoat, some people used to do the
Yeah,
polo neck
yeah,
under
yeah,
the
yeah.
waistcoat. Like,
I ain't seen a polo neck for a minute.
you know,
Pernecks come in and out, man. They come
Yeah,
in and
that's
out.
like- back in you see
ain't
the odd-
seen that.
I see
Yeah.
the odd news present, like people on the TV wearing them and that. I think they've got polo neck on,
Yeah.
man. I ain't seen one of them in a while.
I think I got a couple, but I ain't worn them for a while, man.
I ain't seen one for a hot minute.
But that cardi jump, I've got to find one.
Roll over neck, man. The roll over cardi jumper, man. That's
I've got to find one of them, man. There must be a picture. Guys, you can send us in a picture.
That's why I had a
I've got-
couple of them, man. I kept getting bought them. I was like, oh no, not another one.
I didn't like them because
Nah.
you had to find something to wear underneath now.
Yeah,
Because,
it's kind of low cut for a man.
yeah.
Like, it used to come down quite
Like,
low.
no,
Like,
it's like, no, I just want to put a jumper on and I'm all right.
Be
I'm a
done with
kid.
it,
I don't
yeah,
want to
round
have
neck.
to find something underneath. Yeah, just a round neck or a cardigan or a jumper. Don't give me some.
Don't
Just
give me
because I like
some
transforms. Don't give
hybrid.
me a cardigan that transforms into a jumper at the bottom. I just want one or the other, man. Don't try and put them together for me, man. Them tops, man, aren't they? Cardi jump. But that was the thing because we were in a primary school that it wasn't. We didn't have school uniform.
we were lucky. We were lucky.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you were.
but were we? Because there's a double-edged sword. Because you have to keep stepping up your guard.
Yeah, that
game.
was a thing. Yeah, that is
You
a
know
thing.
what
I noticed
For
that
a
now.
Uniform, you're all right, but you got to
Yeah.
step up your guard game.
Yeah.
and that's why like CNA
'Cause there was-
essential.
There was kids that probably wore the same stuff quite a lot, and they would get the Mickey taken out of them. So yeah, you had to be like, I got to get the latest trainers. I got to get a new coat. I got to get.
Yeah, got to get a new cardigan. I got to go
Yeah.
CNA. I got to get a
Gotta
new
go
ski
CNA,
jacket
man.
for each term. Each winter term, I got to come out.
New ski jacket, new
Ski
lunchbox,
jacket, new lunchbox,
new protractor set.
new bag. You know, new bag.
Always.
Come on, man.
Always
Yeah,
done
new
every
protractor
term.
set, new pencil case.
New
You
pencil
just got.
Yeah.
Every
just
term it
gotta
was
work.
the new, yeah. So
And
yeah,
that's, and that's the time. Like as I said, we went to a school where we didn't wear school uniform, but that same time we had to be fresh. You still had to go to the school uniform shop, man,
school uniform.
to get those bits for swimming and for do you know what I mean? And a sports bag
Full
and,
stuff.
and then little tags with your name on it so you can sew
Yeah.
onto the
Yeah,
garms.
yeah. We all went there to get them. You order them with your name on them. I forgot about them, and they sew them into the stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to do like out of school stuff. So I would do Cubs and then Scouts. So I'd have to go there to get that stuff as well. I'm sure I used to go there to get that uniform. But I kind of liked the uniform shop. It was one of them. You'd go in there and you'd see all the rival school uniforms in there.
Yeah.
And straight away you'll feel like Dennis the Menace, and you'd be like, I want to cut one of the pockets off, or I want to cut all the buttons off, or it just makes you want to feel, want to do something, sabotage
the school. But that was such a boring looking. It's just a boring shop. As soon as you enter that shop, it's just like
black and blue.
I'm sure them shops. You know, them shops have a bell when you open the door. It's like, oh, come on, man. I don't want to be. It's like just a boring shop, man.
And the shopkeeper's happy someone's come in. They're like, oh, we got a customer.
Yeah.
So they're like your best friend, measuring you and you up,
but,
selling you stuff you don't need.
The school uniform shop, man. But Stax, you went to a school uniform school.
Yes, I did. I hated my school uniform.
Grey trousers.
It was when I started, it was grey shorts.
Grey
shorts, green
all
jumper.
year round.
Yeah. And a
high socks and sandals.
You're not far off, basically.
Man.
But I vividly remember crying my eyes out at school because I didn't want to wear the shorts. And I didn't want to wear the cap because there was like this green cap. Yeah, mate, I was not feeling it at all.
It was like October or something.
Exactly. So I think I got away with not wearing the cap and wearing trousers. And I was like, I'll settle with that.
That's good. Yeah.
All
right, deal.
So you wore trousers but no cap and no cap. That's all right. Yeah.
But then we used to get I don't know where my mum used to get the jumpers from. Probably one of them school shops that I don't remember going with her. But I always remember when it was like shoes and like trousers, it would be like British Home Stores.
Yeah.
The coat was from British Home Stores. You know what I mean?
British Home Stores, man. That was another joint.
Or like
I didn't go there as much though.
I went there loads, man. We were there almost every bloody weekend. And, what's that other place? You remember Saxon?
Shoe shop.
Yeah.
Revels and Saxons,
Whichever one was
Ravels or Revels.
Saxons,
yeah.
Or Dulce's.
One of them, because my mum used to love just going in shoe shops anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know.
The baskets outside, don't they?
Yeah, the baskets, yeah.
You'd see all the people picking them up, looking at that one, that one.
Big price,
I love
big
that.
price tag in the middle, innit? Big arrow. Big letters, isn't it? $2.99. You know.
The only thing that I really, it was just getting trainers or football trainers, or do you know what I mean? Like, that was my time. It's like, right, it's my time to get something that I want to get. All the other time, she would just choose something.
Even Woolworths had football boots, and I remember Woolworths had
Panther.
Boots in there.
Was it Panther?
Yeah, the Panthers. They had everything from pimp foals to Panthers to football boots, man. Isn't it?
Everyone
I know we're going back to Woolworths, but
everyone started with Woolworths football boots, definitely with the moulded studs.
Definitely.
The Panthers. They looked like Adidas, but they weren't.
And then the Golas came out.
The Golas, they come out too. Do you remember though? Like, I don't know. Did you guys ever do swimming? I know Darren did, but did you do swimming at school? And did you have to have one of them swimming bags, like that, a luminous, waterproof?
We did swimming, but we didn't have to have
yellow, green,
blue. There was like
pink.
4 or 5 colours in it. They let you buy one for £1 or something, and everyone wanted, like, I want to choose this colour, this colour. That was an exciting time at school.
It's exciting, man.
Buy your swimming bag.
And I'm sure you could write your name on it.
You could write your name with your class on it or something.
Yeah. Mate,
I like them swimming bags, man.
Yeah.
They've just disappeared. I don't see kids using them these days. Don't see them
about. It's like drawings of people swimming in
it. Like a head or an arm coming out the water.
Yeah.
Someone diving
Mate,
in.
those bags.
The bags were wicked. Mate, the swimming bags. I'm going to find some pictures of the swimming bags. Those who don't know.
Mate. I'm glad we didn't have to wear a school uniform, man. Put the Farahs on and that, man.
School bags were big as well. Like, you had to have the right school bag as well.
Mate.
Maybe moving on a bit, but was it a rucksack or a hold all?
I had a satchel.
satchel for them first days at school, man.
A brown satchel.
A
brown leather satchel.
Brown leather.
And
with
and
two
again,
buckles on it.
2 buckles, and you had a little bit you could slide with your name and press it.
Yes.
And in the centre,
Yeah, that's
you
the
can
one.
write that little card and slide
That's
it
the
in.
one.
I forgot about that bit. You could.
That is the exact one.
Like something Paddington Bear or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Little
Yeah.
satchel.
Oh,
It's like your mum sends you to school how they expect you to look, how to turn up in it. But when you get there, you're like, man, I'm the only kid with a satchel, man.
Yeah, I'm not looking at
Everyone else got normal bags. It's like, hold on.
I'm not looking like Christopher Robin, man. This ain't Winnie the Pooh, man.
I swear that's who they. I swear they
yeah.
based me on Christopher Robin, man. I felt like him growing up. You know,
mate, the satchel. Because what could you fit in there? Just like
a book,
small
Nothing,
pencil
yeah.
case, and a flat book.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
that's it.
that's it. But
They
you
didn't
need something-
expand that big, man.
Yeah, and then it got to a point where if you had a satchel, you had to carry your lunchbox in one hand, your satchel around your shoulder, and skip in. Like no, I want a bag, so I'll bring out my lunchbox,
It
man.
all fits in there.
Yeah, and that's when like the sports bag came in, man. Like
Yeah.
the Puma bag, the head bags,
Like the cricket bags. They were like they started off as like cricket bags, innit? The big long ones that you could get your bat in. And you had them big Puma ones. But back in the day, you didn't really get Nike and Adidas bags, did you? It was more the Pumas, like you say, the Slazengers, the head. If you were going for a rucksack, it was going to be an OP. You know, you only had them. There was no Nike. There was no Adidas bags back in them days. How you see nowadays.
There's probably a couple of Adidas ones. I think I remember a couple of
the
Adidas.
odd one, but not like our.
No, they weren't prominent like.
It had to be the head or the Puma.
Yeah, the Puma ones. The Puma ones with the tags, the gold tags. And
Sometimes you'll take them off and put them on. You remember you used to swap the tags off your bag onto your tracksuit or vice versa. Zip tags, the little metal tags. A screwdriver, bend them open, use that tag to look better because it was the Puma.
Yeah, exactly.
And you put that on your tracksuit instead, like switch them up. Switch them around.
If you had a spare one, just put it on your lace as well. Man.
Yeah.
They dangle on your laces.
Yeah. It's another reason I like the 80s because you were quite inventive with creating your own sort of little fashion as well, wasn't it? Like
that's it.
Doing these little things, making it individual.
VW signs off cars and sticking it around a chain.
Yeah. Definitely. That's going to come later, though. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, the sport. I said started off with satchels. So from satchels, you guys moved on to the sports bags. Was it rucksack or sports bag?
Sports bag, like a holdall.
I think I had a rucksack. I was trying to think about it. I think I had maybe a Transformers one with like with like the packed lunch box and all. It was like I think it was just a set. I think it was from satchel to
that
backpack. Yeah. I remember I had this. Remember you just go Shepherd's Bush Market, and like you would go through the market and see the stalls that sell like suitcases and that. And up above would be like rucksacks.
Yes.
And like they used to have like multicolored ones, like the front would be yellow, then the bottom would be red, and the whole body would be sky blue. And you get all these different colors, man. They were like, I remember $6.99 on the side. I used to always go and get those rucksacks. Didn't last long, but the stitching would come undone. 6 months. But it was but when you first got it was all right. Because then you weigh it down with your heavy lunchbox.
It ain't gonna last long.
Like.
Especially about the food you must have been carrying in that lunchbox.
Mate, I was carrying Saxumas, the little raisin box.
Yeah, little box of some made, whatever.
Yeah, a pepperami.
Did you have a couple of sandwiches?
Couple sandwiches, cheese and pickle. Golden
Wonders, yeah,
mate.
And your trio.
And the flask would be some like squash. Remember squash?
That sounds like a good lunch. That's a good lunch.
Mate. So yeah.
That's a wicked lunch.
That was all in the bag. You know what I mean? The lunchbox in that bag.
So now your hands free, innit? Now you ain't got to carry something out.
I'm popping.
Done. I think I definitely went on to the hold. I remember having a big Puma holdall. I don't know what I had in it. Loads of junk, but I remember the holdall next.
At primary school?
probably late primary school. I remember I used to wear it as a rucksack. Remember the kids who used to wear the big holes as a rucksack because they didn't have a rucksack.
Yeah, they put
you big on your back.
like you're a robber in Heat. Remember at the end? They got this big old bag on your back.
Like a robber in Heat.
Walking out.
Coming out from school, looking like a robber in Heat.
That'll kill me just driving with the backpack. But yeah, the sports bag, man. But as I say, the markets, you saw the rucksacks in the markets, but you only went to bigger markets like what's those markets? It's Western Supermare,
Western
Market,
Western Supermare.
Yeah, sorry, Western International. Western. It's a Western. Western International, Wembley Market.
Big markets, yeah.
On a Sunday, everyone's gathered there. Whether it's like when you walk in, it's like the people packing away from their car boot sale movements. Yeah. And you can smell like hot dog vans and everything. But there's no fair. It's just selling them. Yeah. You know what I mean? And hot caramel peanuts. And it's all going off.
It's like Mos Eisley, wasn't it? It's like when you're that age. When you're that age, it's like Mos Eisley. It's amazing. You're going to see sights that you don't see anywhere else.
Craziness going on.
You're going to see the man that's everything for a pound. Everything for a pound. He's on the side of his truck. Mystery items. Give me a pound. Don't know what's in the box. I'm just gonna take it home. It's a broken vase.
Remember them dudes that had the microphone?
That's the one I'm on about.
Yeah, come up. Yeah, selling you aftershave.
Aftershave.
You want one, lady. You want one.
Yeah,
you remember all that?
It was entertaining, wasn't it? The market.
It was the market.
Well, you'd have a bloke with a car bonnet, and he'd set fire to it and scratch it. Look how good this polish is. I'll show you how good my polish is. And if he polished this bonnet,
mate, sweets came in see-through bags. It
was like going to a fair, but without the rides, wasn't it?
Literally. No arcades.
Same sights and smells. But you'd see clothes there that you don't see in the shops.
You see leather jackets.
Hooky clothes.
Was that good?
Like hooky clothes. Like Del Boys are hooky.
Yeah. Donkey jackets.
Jackets.
You see all types of things in the market.
It was a good place for a leather jacket. I'll give you that. If you wanted a leather,
it was a good place.
You're going market. Big selection.
When I used to go market, I don't know if the same experience you guys had. It was never summer. It was never a nice day.
Nah.
It was all like
dreary
and beginning to rain. It was dreary. It was muddy. It was just like cold.
You need that cup of tea and burger while you're there, innit?
You just walked around like I need to see something to warm me up. It's just like dingy as a kid. It's just like it was like Mos Eisley. He's just bopping around. It's like hearing bells. You're seeing monkeys playing the cymbals.
Flipping over.
Yeah, it's flipping over. Yeah, it's just a weird thing. But when you went to the Garms bit, that was the bit for you. What was you gonna say, Stacks?
No, it was the caramel peanuts.
Yeah.
They're always good.
Where have they gone?
Yeah, man.
You might see them at Carnival. That's the only time now. Only when
I don't see them.
Only if Carnival's on, you see them now.
Probably. Yeah.
They're good. They were good for going to the markets for.
So and the brittle, the nut brittle, and all that. Anyway, so you saw the Garms, and the Garms again. They're always high up again, and they look like they come out of dry cleaners, but had that
the plastic
to get the hook to get them down.
Yeah, them Garms, and these Garms were phenomenal for in the 80s as kids, and it was just text of a TV show. Like literally, the top half was navy blue, the bottom half was white, the middle was white, the bottom was grey, and it said A-Team across it.
Yeah.
Or it just said Knight Rider across
no
it.
Pictures, just writing.
No pictures, it just said the name of the show. And
but you couldn't really get one. Yeah, you couldn't really get an A-Team jumper or a Knight Rider jumper, so that was the closest. Yeah. Just having someone printing the name on there was good enough in them days.
Yeah.
You had to go there to get one.
And we all wanted them.
All wanted them.
But you remember the Grange Hill one? It said, I got expelled from Grange Hill. You
remember oh my God.
I always wanted that one. It's like, I want that. That looks cool.
You were too naughty for Grange Hill. I remember. I've forgotten that until you just said that, man.
All these 80s jumpers with slogans.
You used to get the icon. Do you remember the iconic one of the white one that just had the red rising sun? Do you remember the red bit there and then just the rays coming out like a Everyone in the 80s wanted that.
They're sought after jumpers, man.
That's the sort of place you'd find them.
the markets just prints, but then they started. But after the text, they did start to get prints of TV shows. But I remember I had a grey Knight Rider one. It had like a big print of David Hasselhoff talking into his watch and like Knight Rider busting out, and it's Knight Rider across it. Like those were the jumpers you wanted, and those markets places made a killing.
They were killing, yeah.
Any action TV show that came out, they just got an artist and just made a print, and they sold by the load. Man.
They started ripping off like other brands as well. So you'd have like Adidas. There used to be like the weed leaf in the Adidas shape. And like, the market was the only place. Like, I know nowadays you've got shops that are like, they're hard to come by, but HMV's still out there, and they have a massive wall of some good T-shirts these days. You see some good Marvel shirts, and that that's where you'd expect to see it now, but that wasn't about in them days. So the market had that range of T-shirts, really, didn't it? Instead of Kappa, what was it, Crapper or something, and the two characters were sitting face to face, or it was. That was the place to go to get them sort of garms, man. And they want them. People wanted them. That Adidas one was. Yeah, that was quite sought after back in the 80s, man.
Slogan tops, man. And then you had like the Frankie Says tops and the Choose Life tops, and like they were just you went to the market.
They had a place to go, yeah. I remember they always used to have Zeus jeans as well. I think they were jeans, but I remember like a brand Zeus. And they were always like a market brand. But yeah, like you say, always the slogan T-shirt. They remember Zeus.
Sound familiar?
Zeus. But yeah, the market's place to go for your A-team jumper. I had the burgundy top half, white middle, and the grey bottom. And
I had the blue, white,
and grey. Red, white, and black.
Yeah, that mate.
Got a picture of me. Recently found a picture of me wearing it as well, which I was happy about. I was like, yes, we're good.
Mate.
Markets were good for caps as well. If you needed a cap, they always had a good selection. Again, the sports shops weren't really selling caps, unless it was a cricket hat or a riding hat. You couldn't get a baseball cap. So markets were our outlet back in the day as well for slogan ones or just weird and wonderful snapbacks and caps that you just didn't see anywhere else.
No, you're right. It's true.
Now that's more easy to come by now, isn't it? Markets I haven't been to one in years.
They're still around.
I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know if they're still about. Yeah.
I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe
crackdown on hooky gear, innit? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing off the back of a lorry stuff.
You can't get no pirate movies and all the rest of it.
They used to sell. Remember
mixtapes?
One that used to sell records and that. One of the local ones. There used to be a guy there with records, 12-inch.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah, just all type of wheeling and dealing, man.
Mos Eisley, I tell you.
Mos Eisley, you're right. But we was lucky enough. If we went to if we were saying like CNA was out of town, the market is out of town, but just around the corner from us, literally just around the corner from us, we had an exclusive shop on our high street. And this shop had all the latest gear, like from Lacoste to Ocean Pacific, Oshkosh.
Slightly higher branded stuff than the market.
It was the branded wear. But hey, it was nice to stare.
It was nice to stare.
For real though.
But there were the days when streets were trusted, where like designer guns were out on rails, just out on the street, just like T-shirts, just there. Do you remember that? Like just garms, just out, man.
Just out. You're just flicking through them like records or posters in Athena.
Yeah, mate, it's true. Just flicking through your Ocean Pacific T-shirts.
OPs. I remember I'm sure that's where I got my first pair of Oshkosh from again, when probably about 5 or 6, when Mum used to dress you. Occasionally, instead of going to
CNA
or Woolworths, we might venture into the little shop that was on your doorstep, man. It was literally across the road from you. But I remember getting Oshkosh dungarees, which they're big American brand, formed in 1895 in Wisconsin, but they were based on making your kid look like a steam railway driver, I always thought. Yeah. As soon as you dress your kid in it, they look like they're going to go and drive a steam train.
Yeah. Put a bandana around the neck and
that's the look.
It's true.
But they were good back in the days.
Yeah, the dungaree.
I remember I got a Lacoste polo from there, actually.
Yeah.
I was well happy with,
Mate,
Lacoste.
With that. They had the baddest Lacoste tracksuits in there.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
think
never
it's the first time I saw Lacoste. I could never afford. I just look at it and gaze.
Exactly.
And go,
never afford a Lacoste tracksuit, man.
Only if, man, like, and we were kids there, like we were like primary school kids, like dying for fashion in the 80s, like looking at these tracksuits, Cicchini and Oscar and Lacoste, and going, damn. But no, that shop, I think I got a couple of Ocean Pacific tops.
Yeah, a couple of bags and a couple of tops.
Yeah,
I think a wallet. I remember buying an Ocean Pacific wallet because it was like £7 and it was all I could afford.
Yeah, mate, you had to get.
You know when them surf wallets first come out?
Yeah,
them ones.
The
Velcro
mate,
ones.
Yeah,
I got one of them. OP one of them.
Yeah, I think I got one of them as well. Like a sky blue one, just to like that Velcro. You know, you only had them on your trainers. It's like, nah, I gotta get a wallet. I got a wallet now. That makes sense.
No one's nicking nothing out of that.
Another Velcro device. Trainers ain't enough.
Right, yeah, man, yeah, those, I used to love that, man.
It was a wicked shop. That
it was back in that day. The Ocean Pacific. What was great about their style? It's all pastel colours, like
the colours
were
wicked.
Aqua blue, the pastel blue, the pastel.
That was the 80s. You had the bright neon colours, like road working high vis jacket colours. Right through all of the pastels, the blues, the pinks, the yellows, you know. I love the 80s for their colour range, man.
Yeah, man. Colour range was bad.
In the summer, it was bad.
Yeah, and with like wanting to wear those Lacoste tracksuits and Ocean Pacific and that, it was because there was a new culture that was dawning on us. Like
this is where it started.
States.
Yeah,
and like you wanted the tracksuit, you wanted that look because you didn't see much of these guys, but when you saw them, you saw the LL Cool J, you saw Run DMC, you thought, hip hop, man. It's like hip hop.
You got a glimpse of the trainers or a glimpse of the jeans or the tracksuit, and you thought, this is what they're wearing. Like,
it's what they're wearing, but
they ain't wearing Woolworth Spider-Man t-shirts. Like,
they're not wearing that. And I ain't wearing that no more. I want to get into the hip hop zone, man. But we didn't have all the range that they had out in the US.
Nowhere near.
So, so whatever.
The sportswear hitting the street took off a lot later in the UK, a good few years later, and everything was.
Having said that, my brother, who was 11 years older than me, he had the most Lecoq Sportif tracksuits, LS.
Yeah,
they were the makes.
Sergio Tacchini's.
I was going to say because
he had all this stuff from early.
Because they were in sports shops. I remember seeing. Like there was no JD or Foot Locker or anything like that.
It was independent sports shops.
Shop that sold rifles and cricket bats and hockey sticks.
Yes.
Bikini tracksuits.
They'd have a tennis tracksuit for when you're not playing.
Yeah. It was all of them ranges, man. So they were about, but they were in like. We had a couple of shops in our area that sold that stuff.
Yeah, they were like exclusives.
Yeah. It was a dream to wear that, man. Just to have one of them feeler tops or Cicchini top, man. It was just like, and that was all part of the. It was all with that. That was all part of the breakdancing and body popping.
Do
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you wanted to have that pop look with the Kango.
Yeah.
Any of you not have a Kango?
Yeah, do you remember we bought Kango caps? We didn't get the bucket hats. We bought caps though, innit? I don't think we could get the buckets. I always wanted one. Saying that, a couple of weeks ago, I was in a shop and I found the one I actually wanted back in the day, the furry one, dark blue, and it was sitting there on a shelf in some weird shop that my missus went in. I looked, I thought, bloody Kango, man. I picked it up, thinking it was just their version. It was a Kango, man. It was 50 quid. I was so I took a selfie of me wearing it. I forgot to show you guys, man. It was that good. I was like, but it didn't suit me, and I almost was going to buy it, but no, it didn't suit me. But I still want one. But I remember we went trekking somewhere to get one. We couldn't get the buckets. We ended up buying literally like flat caps, but Kango was in it. We wore them backwards with the Kango on the front.
Yeah.
I think I had a green one. I think I had a dark green one.
Imagine you two doing that, definitely.
Man, the days, man.
Mate, Kangos were sought after, man. There was no starter or nothing yet. It was
to find a Kango, I think we ended up going to like golf shops because they were the sort of shops that would sell them. You couldn't just go to a clothes shop, but it was golf shops that were selling Kangos in the UK.
It's true. Just drips and drabs of the hip hop fashion, man. And as we said in our past like trainers podcast, like trainers, that has completed that whole look.
Yeah, it either dictated your look or completed your look. One of the two.
If you manage to get that tracksuit or the tracksuit top at least, and have a fresh pair of trainers with it, mate,
finished it off.
But what was great about having trainers back in those days is like, you didn't have money to have multiple trainers, what kids have now, and that it's just the same pair of trainers will last you like 12 months.
Yeah, it's like one pair a year, maybe.
To jazz them up, you went back to that sports shop and bought a load of fat laces,
crazy laces, fat laces,
and some white shoe polish,
instant new trainers,
and see what could happen. You know what I mean?
Trainers, definitely, especially if you got high tops, crazy laces. Yeah. They jazzed your trainers up straight away. The amount of different patterns. The patterns, the neons, the neons. You could put one set of laces in and then weave another set of laces through it, so you had like the checkerboard effect. Like fat laces were wicked, man. Loved fat laces in my Pumas.
Yeah, or in your Gazelle.
It was the B-boy style.
Or your Adidas Superstars, mate. Mate, the fat laces, man.
Fat laces, mate. Crazy laces were wicked.
Yeah. So love that look. So
they sort of complimented if you had your leg warmers on.
No. You had your leg warmers.
I know, I used to bustle leg warmers, bandanas, but I think we didn't really know them as bandanas. It was like handkerchiefs in them days.
Yeah.
Some studded belts, studded wristbands. It was like. Come on, man. It was ozone and turbo, man. Ozone and turbo.
Were they handkerchiefs with your initials on them?
Not like them types.
Remember you could get them at Christmas.
Yeah, you could get them initialed handkerchiefs.
Dad handkerchief.
These were like the red and the blue Crips and Bloods. That paisley white and red or black and red. Them, but no one knew them. No one wore them around their head as a bandana in them days. They were like handkerchiefs you tied around your waist or had them hanging out your pocket.
I tell you what you did remind me of though. You did remind me of one fashion thing.
What's that? Your belly top.
Any of you? No. So you see the bottom of your jeans.
Yeah.
Did you ever cut slits up the side so that they would cover your trainers?
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I did. It was. I'd done it to a couple of pairs. I do remember it.
It was a thing.
You sort of split them out.
I did see it on a couple of people. But I didn't want to mash up my jeans though.
Yeah, I did do it on a couple of pairs.
That was quite a popular thing. A lot of people would do that, man.
Yeah, I do remember that. I didn't do that, man. Was that? How old were you then when you was doing that?
Like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I was like before the sort of the bit we're just going through now. I would have been earlier than that. Because you know what dictated what we're talking about now, like you say, was probably breakdancing. So your clothes had to be slidey. You had to have a slidey wind sheeter, or you had to have slidey trousers so you could knee spin, or you thought about what you were wearing in them days. But these trainers they're not flat enough. I can't grip, or I can't get a spin to do a backspin or something. You would dress like with your shiniest nylonist clothes, so you could get some fast backspin,
get some spin,
And in them days, it was the Nike wind sheeters, with the V, the dark grey, the light grey, or the blue and the red with the hood.
The Nike wind sheeter,
as featured in breakdance. I think there was a kid in breakdance with one, the little kid. He wears the black and the red, or the blue and the red.
Turbo had.
He wears one as well. Yeah. It was from that. He's like, man, I want that jacket.
When I first saw that wind sheet, I was like, I don't even know. Were they out in the UK when we?
No, I don't think at the time. We had to wait a bit. I think they started popping up.
Mate, when that was just the breakdancing top, man.
That was the breakdancing top.
That was the top.
The breakers top.
That was the top that I just wanted to walk around in, and even if I couldn't do windmills, I just wanted to wear one.
Still, as long as you had it looked like you did.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's all right.
In that color, like that, and I still never. Have you ever bought one?
I had the grey one back in the day, the dark and the light grey.
I feel like I might have had one.
That red one.
Or something similar.
I'd still like one now. I'd like to get another one.
Yeah, I did like them. Mate. And the little Nike tag on the zip. And mate, that top. But
they were big.
As much as I love that was as much as I love that top. Adidas had a top as well. and we used to travel.
This was like the holy grail of tops.
Yeah, we used to travel to Fulham just to see.
Just go and look at it, like the Mona Lisa.
yeah, like
just go and look at it.
Like we was going to art galleries.
Just go and look at it. We used to get a bus, pay for the bus, just go look at it.
Yeah, shall we go to the world of sport today? We shall.
Should we go look at the top?
That place.
The holy grail of tops.
Yes. World of sport.
If you had gazelles, this was the top that had to go with your gazelles.
So we would go to the shop, but we'd go to the toy shop before. Remember?
Yeah, because there was a good toy shop.
Master.
We could kill two birds with one stone. Yeah.
Go to Toy Master and go, listen, we need to look at the Adidas top again.
Just go check it out.
Make
sure no one's bought it, innit? You got to make sure no one's bought it because it's our top.
Make sure
make sure no one's bought it. And we're going to go there and hide it behind some other garbs, some rubbish ones, so no one's going to see it. Because if we can't buy it, no one else is going to buy it.
No,
it's our
top, mate.
You two are nuts.
Mate,
it's like the tricolour Adidas top.
Adidas hooded top, man.
Oh,
my Adidas symbol in the middle.
Still want it now. Never had it,
mate.
Never gonna get.
You know that top, Stacks?
Yeah, I remember.
Mate.
I was way out of my reach. I didn't know where I was getting that.
I think your brother had it though, Darren. I'm sure your brother got it.
He had something similar, but not that.
Not
one.
that actual. Oh,
not that.
That
well, he had
one
something
was.
But that. Oh, mate, that
It had the big Adidas sign on it.
You guys must remember, man. It was
on
like
the front.
Yeah. It was like yellow, blue, and
then it was
red,
split into three colours.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yes.
It was the top, man. It just went with a pair of gazelles because gazelles were only in 3 colours in them days, weren't it? You had the red, red, blue, and electric blue, and something. So it sort of that top, it sort of reflected the trainers, and it's it just went. Oh,
but I always imagine having that top, electric blue. And that's Gazelle and electric blue lowest chords.
Oh, you said it now. I wasn't sure if you were going to remember the colours of those chords.
Lowest chords. Electric blue lowest chords, mate. That was another shop on North End Road.
Fulham was good for the fashion.
Fulham was good for kids' fashion.
Yes,
mate.
Fulham was good.
You went on the corner of World of Sport. The Adidas top, went down the road near the fruit and veg stall, and you had this shop that sold lowest chords.
I want to bring these back. I am thinking of getting a pair of lowest chords. I'm getting to that age now where I can wear chords again, so I'm thinking of getting a pair of lowest chords. Do you remember they came in 3 different thicknesses of cord, and then in the 80s they released the jumbo cord.
Yes,
I'm sure you had the pair of the jumbo cords.
I had a jumbo,
and that's when they launched these new colours like the light blue. There was the green, I think a yellow, and they were. No one had trousers this colour before.
Burgundy ones, mate.
Burgundy ones, man. And the ones I'd get now are the burgundy or the dark brown in the jumbo and the thin. You had the narrow. No, you had needle, medium, and jumbo. I swear I'm going to bring lowest chords back. I need to get a pair of lowest chords. Getting that age now.
Corduroy trousers.
I was looking at them today. I was looking at the
I don't know
cords.
if I'm going to wear cords again.
I want to get a pair of them, and I want to buy the pair of the purple Puma Street. I've seen they're back out now. They're only 46.
Okay.
The suede, the suede ones.
Yeah.
With the big white. I think I'm going to get £46 in the sale. It's meant to be 65, 46 quid.
And a pair of brown cords.
A pair of brown cords. It sounds like proper, like, I don't know, old school Beastie Boys style to me.
Yeah.
Brown cords, purple shoes.
Damn.
Ocean Pacific top. I'm going to go 80s next summer.
I haven't seen cords.
You're going to wear cords in the summer?
Possibly, yeah.
That's
a good winter clothes.
People put you wearing like you know the cricket shin things. People be wearing them.
You don't see cords anymore. What happened to
them? Cords anymore, man.
The cords were lowest were the ones
lowest cords.
You never know. You could be the one to bring them back, Chris.
I might have to, man. Spanish brand lowest, you know that? It's Spanish, mate.
Yeah. Is it like a bull? Was a logo?
Yeah, it was the bull, wasn't it? Yeah. Didn't realise that, man, until And they're good.
With and Wrangler jeans and Lee jeans.
You had all these Replay.
Yeah.
All these makes of jeans back in the day.
These jeans, man. Along with the Pepe jeans, man.
Pepe were big.
But I think Pepe was the first designer when I thought I've got designer jeans on. I've reached it. Yeah. I've reached the pinnacle. Like I'm in primary school and I've got Pepe on with my little key ring. Like, and that was the exclusive thing about Pepe. You got a key ring.
They were clever with that marketing.
Mate, the marketing was wicked,
you
man.
Get the key. You get a cheap little key ring, but the key ring was wicked, and they've become collector's items. They are worth money now.
Yeah,
they are worth money now.
All different colours.
You could take them apart and put them all together like different ways, all different multicolored ones. And
Pepe keyring was a thing. It was a thing, man.
It was a massive fad in the 80s.
Yeah,
definitely.
man. It's like, and when you went to the shop and you got your Pepe keyring, because if you went there a lot, you say to the guy, look,
you got any key?
Go on, sort us out the sky blue one. Sort us out the sky. Go on.
Because wasn't it the shop near your house that used to do them? Where we were talking at the Lacoste and the Oshkosh. They used to do Pepe jeans, innit?
They used to do Pepe jeans, but it's a shop in North End Road.
The one that used to give out.
They used to give out the Pepe keyrings, man. Mate.
You know, Pepe's a London brand, formed in 1973. It was formed in Portobello Road, and now it's a worldwide label now, isn't it? Pepe jeans are still going, and they're sort of getting up there with the FC UK range, and that's just a little upper high street sort of range now, isn't they? Like, Ted Baker's, the Pepe, they've done really well, man.
Pepe's been going since I was in primary school, man.
Yeah. Since we've been born, mate. It started a year before we were born, so it's a good exactly. It's followed us through our life. But
I haven't seen Pepe jeans for years. But
when you see their logo now, you'll realise that you've seen it on buses. You just don't realise they've changed the way they've written it, and they've tried to make it look a bit more modern. But I still see them now. I see the logo. I see them at most department stores. They'll have a few racks, and I think they're doing quite big now with just the plain denim jackets. You know, that was big in the 80s as well. You know, from watching films, you'd have. Was it Back to the Future? Probably. Denim jackets, body warmers.
Pepe jean jackets. Yeah,
Pepe
you're right.
Jean jackets were big in the 80s, and
you're
that
right.
is what I think. You know, I think they're a couple of £100 now. Pepe jean jacket.
Yeah.
What?
But and
they were probably like £70 back in the 80s, so they were expensive. Back then. Yeah, Pepe were wicked though, but the key rings, man, I really still wish I had a key ring, man, or a couple of them.
Yeah. I still love my Pepe jeans, mate. But another shop as well as a shop on North End Road that sold Pepe was a shop in Hammersmith. People know it now as River Island. But if you're old school, if you shopped in the 80s, you know it's Concept Man and Chelsea Girl.
Chelsea Girl, yeah.
2 floors. One for the lads, one for the ladies.
Lads always upstairs.
Concept Man, Chelsea Girl. Lads upstairs. Now it's River Island. But that was the Concept Man was the first, for me again, the first shop.
Go and choose.
Yeah, my go-to shop now. Like, they've got their own brands and they've got Levi 501s. They got Pepe.
It's a bit like I suppose what you would say Next is now, and it's like Next does Next, but they also you can get a Wrangler or whatever. So it was like that.
I remember Concept Man being in the shop, man. It was like
if you had a school party or a birthday party to go to, that's where you were going to get your whole outfit. You could pick up a wicked outfit from that one shop.
It's true. It's true. Because remember the times when we used to wear like the school-looking trousers with the felt, the coloured felt,
little flecks in them.
Little flecks, little
paint splatters.
Yeah,
it looks like
paint splattered school trousers, and like like the pink jumpers and a Les Sharks, the sky, the mint green Les Sharks polo tops, mate. The pastel Les Shark tops, mate. Like we used to kill. Like Concept Man was the place for your pastel
sweatshirts or jumpers.
Your pastel Les Shark tops,
the smart trousers. You pick up some socks while you're there and everything.
And some espadrilles.
The whole outfit. It's one of them shops when you're going to, they're asking you.
The tartan espadrilles, mate.
Yeah. It's one of them shops. You go there, you're trying it all on, and they know, the man asks you, are you wearing this home? It's one of them shops. It's one of them shops. He's there with the scissors, ready to cut the tags because he knows you ain't taking that off. You look so fine in what you got on. You're wearing that home now.
It suits you. Yeah, I'm wearing it.
He's asking, are you leaving your clothes here, or do you want me to put your clothes in the bag? It's one of them ones because your clothes are not coming back on. You're wearing what you got now.
Do you remember them days when you wore what you got?
You wore it home. You wore it home, man.
Out in the shop. With the calves on.
Not just the shoes, the whole outfit. God. The whole outfit.
Do you remember them days?
We used to do it together.
Stack, did you ever do that? Stack, did you ever pop out of the shop?
I did.
The whole
Man, they used to do that together. We used to go up and both get outfitted together, didn't we?
Yeah,
a few times.
It was like 80's montage. Just both come out of the changing room, garms, thumbs up, go back in, come out. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, mate, walk out with our old clothes in our
There's
bag.
a story. I think I mentioned the story before in the podcast, but there was one of these episodes. I'm sure Darren was with me. We both had gone up there to both get outfitted. Somehow I ended up buying some like Safari Joe looking outfit, and we went straight. we went straight from there. Basically, it was like a green jean jacket and a green pair of jeans and a shirt. I bought the whole outfit. I'm wearing it. Cut the tags off. I'm keeping this shit on. And we went straight from the shop to a school fete in Chiswick. So from the shop to the school fete. And I don't know, during the day, we're at the school fete. I'm hiding behind this tree playing runouts. And this pigeon, I swear, it must have been an eagle, man. It shit on me, but it was like a bucket. It was like a bucket full of shit, literally over my head. And all my new safari outfit was covered in it. And I could never get the smell out. And I never wore it again. I'll never forget that day, man.
I remember laughing so hard.
Do you remember that day, Dave?
I remember it clearly.
It was one of them faints when Mr. Wimpy would have been there and everything, man. They all would have seen it. They all would have seen me get done by this pigeon, man. Or albatross or whatever it was.
Mate.
It scarred me, man. It ruined a whole set of garms. I got to wear them home that one day.
Right. I remember that clearly. I remember the outfit.
It must have been about 7 or 8 years old. I was just missing the safari helmet.
Oh, you got. I remember that khaki outfit.
I'm trying to forget it.
What is it, Commando?
But I love them days. Them days of just getting on the bus. Was it the 27 or whatever we get? 267.
Yeah.
Straight outside the shop, thinking, right, I'm gonna have a little spend up in there. I'm gonna wear it home. You just feel good, innit? You just feel good wearing the uniforms home.
Yeah, I remember that. Just wearing your garms home, you know.
Cutting the tags out.
So look, we had lowest cords. We had Pepe jeans, but we still had that cardi jump on. I mean, we wanted to change up our top game, you know. Yeah. We couldn't afford the
cost stuff and
the cost and the Adidas and the night wind shooters.
Grown out of the 18 and the night riders.
Grew out of 18 night rider. But then these tops started bubbling around, man. Like the rugby top look.
The rugby look top.
You know, like in the noughties, people used to wear the Hackett tops all about the place. But back in the 80s, it was all about the Bennett on.
The Benetton.
The Benetton rugby tops, man. And for a brief moment came along also the Coca-Cola.
They were big,
rugby tops and Coca-Cola tracksuits. And
that blew up quite big for one summer, didn't it?
Yeah, one summer. Like I remember, you know, the fun fair came like 3 times a year, didn't it? Yeah. Like come for Easter, come for summer, then end of term kind of time. Yeah. And mate, if you went by the waltzers with a Coca-Cola tracksuit,
Coca-Cola top
or Bennett on top,
you're a part of the crowd,
or that Adidas top, or that you had to have one form of something on. Yeah. You had to have a pair of gazelles on. The rest of your get-up could be cack, but you had to have gazelles on. We had to have the Bennett on top, and everything else could be cack. You had to have one of those things, you know. But some people got away with it just by wearing those just-in-case things, those little leather pouches.
Yeah, you could get away with that. Yeah, you can come in full market guns. If you're busting a just-in-case, then that allows
busting
you.
A leather, man. Busting that look, that Kojak look.
Do you remember the Benetton tops? They were they were like the white and like a spearmint green.
Yeah.
It was the original, wasn't it? And then they had one, because Benetton were known for like just 4 or 5 colours. It was like yellow, red. And it reminded me of that Adidas top that we're saying is the Holy Grail tops. It was very similar, but in square version though. So if you couldn't get the Adidas one, that was the Benetton one I always wanted. I don't think I ever got it. I do remember having a blue Coca-Cola.
Bennett was expensive as well.
Yeah, Bennett was expensive.
Yeah, again, it was expensive. Like the cost, man, it was expensive back in them days.
Yeah, but those tops, but again, those tops everyone was wearing them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
everyone was wearing them, and like I don't even know where you got them from, but you just saw them on people all the time. Do you know what I mean? That Bennett on top, or the whole Coca-Cola tracksuit. With the Coca-Cola tracksuit, with the Coca-Cola top, people would wear the whole tracksuit, like just red, saying Coca-Cola in white or something. With the with the rugby top. But with the Benetton, you went it with your jeans and just matching it up with the gazelles, mate.
So when did the Benetton shop open up in Chiswick then? Because that was my first time. You see a couple of adverts, and then I remember a shop turning up. And I was
early mid 80s.
Yeah,
I reckon. Yeah, I remember that opening.
But I never saw the top in there. I remember we used to browse. Was it in there when we used to browse?
They had the white ones. They had the plain white with just the green and whatever sign there in the middle. They had them. But finding that one with the colours, I can find them online now, but I can never find them in the shops back then.
Yeah, but those tops, man, like in primary, like we were looking at Lacoste, Benetton, Fila, Nike.
Yeah, your dad's mates like Farah, Pierre Cardin.
Pierre Cardin,
my days.
Mate, Farah.
I forgot about him.
Was sly.
Pierre Cardin, man.
Pierre Cardin. Now, just saying that name, Pierre Cardin.
It sounds like you got the gums in it. They weren't designers were about, but they weren't even on the high street. They weren't Ralph. They weren't Versace. You didn't hear of these names. Pierre Cardin.
They were around, but they were creeping. Pierre Cardin.
Pierre Cardin. And Calvin Klein was the next sort of designer that launched some jeans and some underwear, but them and Pierre Cardin was the original.
Yeah, Pierre
that
Cardin,
was class.
Lyle Scott and there was another one.
Scott.
Tate and Lyle. No, that's the Sugar people, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Sugar people.
Lyle and Scott.
There was another one, man. But
Fred Perry, them sort of.
Fred Perry. That's
Perry would have been about.
Yeah. They were the ones.
There's another couple as well.
There's a few of them mates. There's a few of them mates, man. Again, you'd find them in the specialist sports shops. You might find a Fred Perry or something. But Pierre Cardin, man, that was like the Argos fashion, man. There was somewhere that always had Pierre Cardin pens, Pierre Cardin wallets. I'm sure it was Argos or somewhere. Cologne, Actually, it was luxury in the 80s.
Yeah, mate. Pierre Cardin. I used to love that.
But I used to do jumpers and that, and we used to see jumpers. Yeah, you see the proper clothes.
Yeah.
Pierre Cardin jumper.
Mate. They were running things.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
sure,
they had Pierre Cardin like cardi-jumps as well. I'm sure they make cardi-jumps.
Cardi-jumps.
The jumpers. Remember, like the diamond.
The diamond V-neck jumpers.
Like a Burlington sock, but on a jumper.
But a jumper. Yeah. We all had them
Argyle. Is it Argyle or something?
Argyle.
I think so. But
Lyle Scott had them as well.
Was it Scotsman? There was a make back then as well. That was
something like that. Could have been the Scotsman or something. But I know the jumpers you're on about. Yeah,
I know them. I used to like them jumpers on the slide.
Again, that was like the golfing fashion creeping in again to the street fashion. You bring elements for the tennis, golf, all these things. But I remember sports, them jumpers, man.
They were sly jumpers. They were sly. But as I was saying, we had Concept Man for all our designers. I was saying the Levi 501s and that, and that was a concept in itself because they were most of our jeans we used to button up, we used to zip up, but now we can.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a thing, wasn't it? Like these jeans can button up.
Button up's an old technology, but it came back, innit? Zipped and blew it out, and then it come back. Hold on, you got button up jeans.
You got button up jeans, mate. So Concept Man had that, but there was another shop that took its prices down for us. Because remember, we're kids, we ain't working yet, and this shop just went, okay. We know what's going on in London town and all across England. We're gonna sell you Joe Blogs at a cut price down at Mr. Buy-Rights.
Mr. Buy-Rights,
mate.
Normally found in the shopping centres.
Yeah, mate. But Mr. Buy-Right was the type of shop where it was like you found your fashion. Now it's like, okay, they got bomber jackets, they got dark jeans, they got this type of jeans, they got Joe Blog jeans, they got hoodies. I could rock this at a reasonable price now.
Yeah, you can come out of there a whole lot for 20 quid. Whole long outfit.
Mate.
If not cheaper.
Yeah, but then it got so bad that it became a gun. Like
it became like
the market where Mr. Buy.
Not the market of the high street. It became too cheap.
Yeah, it was like
this is before Primark just rinsed them all out.
Mr. Buy was around for a long time.
Yeah.
Like they had chains everywhere.
Yeah. And like you say, when it first come out, you weren't ashamed to shop there.
No, you weren't ashamed.
They had some alright fashions, like like the patch jeans and the jean shirts and denim shirt, whatever, you know, like you said, the Joe Blogg stuff.
Yeah, but like they reached such a height and then dropped down drastically, man. It was like the Sports Direct of Garms.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It was actually,
yeah. True.
It was that kind of messy shop that just had. You could find
jackets for $5.
Yeah, you could find a sly thing in there.
Yeah, you could.
But you had to look. Do you know what I mean?
Messy shop. No, you're right.
That's large but cramped. Do you know what I mean? But you went in there because you would see something. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely find something in there.
You would find something.
If you had the patience to search for it, you'd definitely find something.
Yeah, and Mr. Buy Rice, man. But that was coming up to like being like 11, 12, and that kind of like that's a nice fitting end to this podcast, to part one of fashion, man. We'll be coming back.
We delve into the 90s a bit further on.
We'll delve into the 90s from like 12 and onwards, and you know we'll get into what we were bussing then, and you know, in our youthful days. But I hope you enjoyed the podcast today as much as we did, going back down memory lane and having a laugh.
Miami Vice look.
The Miami Vice look, rolling up your blazer.
Roll up the sleeves.
Roll up the sleeves.
No socks and espadrilles.
No socks, espadrilles. That fold up Ferrari sunglasses.
Oh, they were the ones. Love
the aviator Ferraris.
Yeah, fold it up in your pocket.
You know, that was the fashion that we loved in the 80s. Do you love it too? You know, did we bring back memories for you? My name is Mr. Lucas. Daz, call me Daz. We're in the 80s.
I'm Chris. You can just call me Chris.
And I'm Stacks.
Peace.
Till next time. Peace.
Those were the days I remember.